Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Good Times catalog.
Oh,
This time
hey,
without
Brother
Dwibs,
Red Riding
because
Hood was good.
unfortunately, Jova, that was the highlight of their catalog.
It w
Because right after that, we move on to Jungle Book, and let's just say, of all their movies, this is the one that looks the worst, in my opinion. In terms of an animation, this is the worst
Oh
so far.
boy. Wait, wait,
I
wait,
hate
wait. So you're
the
telling me
way
that their
the way
best
Mowgli looks on this is ugh.
wait. So you're telling me that their best film so far is followed up by their worst film that we've seen so
No, no, no.
far.
Well,
Well, that
I'm
we're
talking about in
about
terms
to
of
see.
animation, not overall writing and shit.
Okay. Also, you were gonna tell the audience about where Dwibsy is?
Dwibs is absent because he has had enough of this shit. So for
He'll be
today, it's
back
gonna be only the three.
eventually.
So for us, so this time it's gonna be only the three of us. So basically, get your DVD. It can be purchased from Amazon. And get ready. At zero, right before the logos start parting up. This is always the same thing
So
anyway.
was this a Blu-ray version, I wonder?
No, 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 no. These movies, as far as I can tell, were only released on DVD, not Blu-ray.
What a shame. We'll never get to see them upscaled in their true glory.
Oh, sure. That makes all the difference. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, click.
Although
You can see the
remember,
terrible animation in HD.
although let's not forget, Pedro, apparently the conversion really did screw over movies like their Cinderella film, if that audio was anything to go by. Remember
I
that?
swear, yeah, I swear, this is one of the most overly long production logos. Seriously, is there any need for this?
I don't blame Dwibs for bailing.
Like I
Look at that.
said,
That's Mowgli right there.
he'll be back. Don't forget, you're here forever. Hey, that actually looks possibly good animated in the background there. Wonder what movie that's from. Wait, Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty. Yeah.
Oh,
Good Times Entertainment presents.
hey, this sounds like
Well,
something
this is fun.
Hey, this sounds like this could come out of the DK cartoon, so why not?
Not a fan.
Of the DK
Well,
cartoon?
of the song or the DK cartoon?
The DK cartoon.
Oh man, I love that show. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is spectacularly awful, but the music is great.
The best word to describe that show is craptastic.
Yeah.
Hey guys! Jungle Book was adapted from the novel Jungle Book. Did you guys know that?
Oh, goody. So they're gonna try and do it based off of the book. So I guess
That
this
means
is
shit's about to get fucked up.
so I guess this is one of those movies that's gonna show
Uh,
Disney how it's done,
Oh, the
y'all.
monkeys!
Has anyone actually read any of the original stories that
Not
these
me.
films are based off of?
I've read articles about them, but I've never actually read the actual books.
Okay. I've seen breakdowns of them, but I haven't read any of them either.
Yeah.
The Andy Serkis is right now directing an adaptation that, unlike the Disney one, is going to try to be more faithful to the books. So look for it. It's called Mowgli.
They're very grim stories, for those who don't know.
Oh, well, don't
Hey.
worry, sure. I mean, Disney already kind of had their version
Uh,
based. What?
Why have we got a bright blue fox?
Wolf.
No, no, no. It's a
guessing.
wolf. It's a
A
wolf,
wolf,
Shira.
okay.
But the story of Jungle Book is that it's a boy that was raised by wolves, basically.
Yeah.
They
Also-
look more like foxes than wolves.
Also, Shiro, you may not know this, but Disney actually did make a version of Jungle Book called Richard Coupling. Yeah, Coupling's The Jungle Book, which is supposedly based more off the book and was live action. I think that was also released in 1995.
Okay. So I guess this is before Mowgli even shows up.
Well, maybe I guess this might be an interesting perspective. You know, see things from the wolf side before we see the man cub. Oh no, they're fighting in 2 frames per animation.
Wolf family drama. What the fuck is that thing?
You
I think
know,
it's supposed to be a cheetah.
It's a wolf. It's a wolf
cheetah
cheetah.
fox?
What the fuck is that thing?
Is it a wolf with chicken pox?
That thing is an abomination of nature. It needs to be fucking burned.
Oh, he's
Oh,
a
it's-
jackal.
A jackal?
A jackal?
I have so many questions right now. Let me see. Jackal.
Okay, good times. I know that Google wasn't a thing back then, but libraries existed. Can't you just, do some research?
Yeah. Okay, good, guys. We have not gone mad. A jackal still actually looks like this. Something with a wolf's tail and not with spots.
Is it really so hard? Again, I get it. Google wasn't a thing back then, but libraries are free. You can go in there and research books.
Heck,
Come on.
libraries are still free, you know? So,
Oh, Shere Khan.
Exposition, rush it out the SAP. Yes, because we all know tigers are perfectly respective of other animals' territories, right?
You know,
It's not like they have to. It's not like they have to infiltrate those territories to hunt or anything.
also,
now,
is this jackal high? He has bright pink eyes.
now, to be fair, normally they mention at this point something like the law of the jungle, which most animals, even Shere Khan, have to respect. Problem is, they have not mentioned the law of the jungle, so yeah, Pedro, your guess is as good as mine. Woodcutter?
Wow. Did you notice when the male wolf turned to the other side? Like his paw was flying and it was moving with the paw. Well, wow.
Wow, less than 6 minutes in and already I'm pining for the animation quality of Alpha and Omega with wolves.
And that was CG animation, which costs more.
Takes more effort in some cases too, and yet that felt better animated than this. Yes, even 3 and 5.
Well, depends. I guess. Well, I'm not an animation expert, so I guess I'll refrain.
Also, what is up with the way the male wolf is pronouncing Shere Khan? It's like he's now pronouncing it Shere Khan, whereas others are calling it Shere Khan.
I
he's dying
am
and
Shira.
God help us if it's the Shere Khan from the Mondo TV Lion King series.
Let me guess, it's Mowgli.
Physics?
Physics? What the fuck are those?
That baby is ugly.
This is Mowgli's feet.
This,
I guess.
What anime abomination is that? Oh yeah,
I don't know.
That's definitely Jetlag's there. It's got that anime twang, but not in the good way.
Also, the
Yeah.
jackal has a really long...
No, those soulless demonic eyes. No, get away.
And this is the part where the wolves, of course, eat the child. Yes, I know that.
So you couldn't be bothered to show the man cub drifting around the river? It just shows up out of nowhere.
To be
He
fair,
just kind of wanders into the territory.
to be fair, the whole man cub drifting down the river thing, I recall is more of a Disney thing, so it's open to interpretation. What I'm wondering is if they're ever going to explain how he got to here. What? He's brave? There's a difference between bravery, stupidity, and being a baby when you don't know well. Hello?
Congratulations, Jetlag. You just made me hate the sound of a child laughing.
So let me get
He
this straight.
sounds like Sonya when he's laughing.
So let me get this straight. They take this man-child, into their own because they think he's brave because he walked up to wild animals and punched a jackal in the face. And never mind the fact that he's a baby, but then again, I guess...
Oh, hi, Shere Khan, out of
Oh!
nowhere. Wow, we're already getting into the climax?
He can't even like fit
Oh,
inside. How
there you
big
go.
is this tiger?
Wait, hold on.
The-
So in this version, Shere Khan doesn't even kill Mowgli's parent or father. He just scared them off. So you telling me that a bunch of parents left their baby without taking him up?
Parents of the year, everybody.
You know, in most versions, his parents were killed, or his father, mainly just his father, was killed by Shere Khan. You know, trying to protect Mowgli. So they've already made the parents, off-screen as they are, cowards. Also, Shere Khan, how sucky of a hunter do you have to have not caught up with that baby when it was not even trying to get away from you?
You really suck at this, don't you, Shere Khan?
Yeah, they keep saying Shere Khan.
You see, Shiroi, it all changed when one day I pulled off my magic sword and yelled, "By the power of Grayskull!" And I became Shira, the Princess of Power.
Mother Wolf, 1, exposition, 2, Shere Khan, why don't you just bowl the wolf over? You clearly can do that. 3, I love how the Mother Wolf says, I'm gonna keep him protected so that he'll grow up and then someday he'll be hunting you. Like, you're just giving Shere Khan all the more motive to want to kill him.
Yeah, we're going to raise your murderer.
Guys, remind me again who's supposed to be the good guy in this story?
Dog-tailed thieves? How do you know what a dog is?
You don't know what a dog is.
I mean, okay. Maybe there's
You shouldn't know what a dog is, at least. Although you know what a man cub is, so maybe they have dogs.
Heck, why not just... I mean, and what's the joke? Or the reference, whatever, that wolves look similar to dogs. Just so he could say, you dog-tailed fiends.
Not just that, Joe also pointed out the exposition earlier like I did. That's another thing. The dialogue is terrible.
Also, reused animation right there, right in front of our faces.
Not just that, Shiroi. The dialogue is god-awful. Like, the characters are constantly spouting exposition, like, in such a raw, cold way. Like, it's terrible, terrible script writing.
I'm amazed at how accepting this family of wolves are to, you know,
To
this
be fair,
human baby.
To be fair, it was kind of like that in the books as well.
Yeah.
So. Look at that. Mowgli has red eyes.
Oh, by the way...
That's not a man cub. That's fucking Damien.
They look like brown eyes to me.
Also, guys, it's been a few days, and now we're having the Wolf Council meeting.
Shere Khan, you're the strongest animal here. Can't you just,
Are we literally having a PTA meeting right here?
Yep, well, I mean...
Apparently.
You know what's weird, though? Also, is this Jackal working with Shere Khan? Because last it seemed he was with the wolves.
Is he supposed to be like a replacement for whatever the snake was called?
Ka.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Shere Khan, you're the strongest animal in here. Just kill them all and take the man cub. It's simple.
I guess strength in numbers?
I guess, but...
Oh.
The law of the jungle. So
There
who
we
exactly
go.
decreed these laws?
Oh, the laws are always ambiguous. Sometimes it's the elephant who created them. Sometimes it's animals who came together. That does tend to be one consistent thing across Jungle Book, the law of the jungle. I think the books go into much deeper detail.
Hi, Baloo.
What?
Oh.
Use the bare necessities.
Okay, this is one thing from the book. Baloo actually being a wise teacher who teaches wolves, and by extension Mowgli something.
Oh, that is something from the book?
Well, yeah, believe it or not, Sheree, in the book, Kaa isn't even meant to be a bad guy who tries to kill Mowgli. Kaa is actually one of the teachers, too.
The only thing I know that it's made up, the book is actually made up of lots of little stories, not so much one story.
Oh, hi, Bagheera. Suddenly saxophone.
You know...
What the fuck?
Because Pink Panther?
Da-da, da-da, Dun, 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 dun,
Also, the only
dun.
character that actually looks even remotely like the Disney incarnation.
I mean,
Remember,
I
allow me
guess
to remind everybody, the reason these movies were made was for so parents would mistake them for the actual Disney VHSs.
Pedro, allow me to tell you, the real trick is in making the cover look like the Disney version. Who cares about actually the quality of content within?
Yeah,
Especially-
they timed the release of these movies to come out around the same time as the Disney releases, or even before, actually, to try to make parents think that these were the official ones. And unfortunately, a lot of parents actually bought into this crap.
Nowadays, it's Video Bring Kiddo who's doing these kinds of things. For example, Shiro, have you heard of What's Up?
Yes.
It's a Brazilian knockoff of Up.
Weird thing, though, I don't
By the
think...
what?
Eh.
I swear by the what? What the hell did he say?
The bull that bought him.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Is that like a saying, or did a bull actually buy this human child?
I
I don't know.
Hey, by the way, there was a 1994 Jungle Book film in live action. That was also better than this movie, and it was also released by Disney, believe it or not.
All right, here's the primary Mowgli model we're gonna go with for the most of the movie. Ah, I don't know, Jesus Christ!
Oh, goodness.
Kill that spawn of Satan, please.
It's like they gave him the lips of the usual racist way Japan draws black people, mixed with nipples that make me question so many things, and oh yeah, they ripped off his loincloth from the Disney version, and his hairdo too. Yet they still kept those creepy as all heck eyes. It's just a gift that keeps on giving in all the wrong ways.
Not just that, the way the eyes are drawn, it makes him look like a girl. Because usually in animation,
he does have a very feminine face.
Yeah, like usually these kinds of faces are in animation are given to girls, not boys.
Yeah, hence why I said the lips when you see them on a guy in Japanese animation, that's usually the racist way they draw black people. Only, I wonder actually if. You know what?
Although those kinds of eyes are usually drawn on like innocent girls and young boys in animation.
I guess it's supposed to be the bare necessities replacement.
He still looks, even by animation standards, overly feminine. And I know some guys have feminine features, but in animation, this kind of facial structure is stereotypically female.
See, here's the main problem. Here's the main problem. Other characters in this movie actually do have those kinds of eyes. Here's the thing, though. Their eyes are properly proportioned. Mowgli's are just unusually huge, so that it's accentuated.
Oh my god, he's coming towards the camera. Oh.
I'll tell you what I think I know what the problem is. Mowgli has a chibi face on a slightly normal proportioned body.
Yep.
That's what I think, anyway.
Living and loving the land and free. What, is this going to end up being a PSA about preserving the environment?
Also, his eyes are red. Goodness.
Yeah. And he's not a man cub, he's Damien.
Could you go back to at least with the first song that was at least plunky and wonderfully bad in the sense that it was corny? This song is just
boring.
Not only that, it's the pretentious kind of boring. Like, it's going, yes, I am truly a majestic being, and never do that again, Mowgli. Never do that again.
Good times. You're getting your adaptations mixed up again. This is not Tarzan. Mowgli doesn't go while he swings.
They take place in the same universe. The Goodtimes cinematic universe.
Because remember, for those who forgot, remember in their Cinderella adaptation, they also did a plot point that was taken straight out of Beauty and the Beast.
Hey, look, it's that anime stream shot again.
But you've barely even tried. Well, actually, never mind. That's actually proper for Baloo, I guess.
There was just a massive fucking time skip with no real chance.
Apparently Baloo also taught him how to fly, too.
Anyway, it's like there was just a massive time skip with no real transition whatsoever.
I really don't get it. This was animated by the same studio that did the Little Red Riding Hood movie, and the animation in that movie was by no means spectacular, but it was serviceable. It worked.
It was an enjoyable movie too, actually. I mean, but this is.
Well, after that amount of filler, let's get back to the story, hopefully. The what?
Lion Brothers? You know, these stories like this normally take place in India. Lions don't normally hang out in India, just saying.
Again, would it really kill you to do some research?
Hell, I mean, let's assume Shere Khan's not the only tiger. It would have made more sense if you said something like tiger, or heck, why not have Bagheera teach him the roar?
A monkey.
So,
Or rather, several monkeys, but still.
You know...
Oh, there's the saxophone again. Yeah, you're right. You were right, Jova. Every time Bagheera speaks, the saxophone comes in. It's supposed to be Bagheera's theme, apparently.
Wait, monkeys? Wait.
It kind of sounds like it, too. Go ahead.
So, apparently monkeys are forbidden because you assume all of them are thieves, cheese, and liars?
Racism.
I mean, maybe it was
Jova. Jova. If everybody looks at foxes like they're scammy, then there's no reason to try to be something else. You're not Zootopia movie. Just stop. Just stop. Pet.
Wow, you're making me very uncomfortable, Bagheera. Oh.
Frightening. Mowgli can fly, apparently. Oh, never mind.
So, I'm guessing that this movie's just gonna go for the daily slice of life approach until we remember that Shere Khan wants to kill this kid.
I guess.
Because, you know,
one's... I guess, to be fair, the Disney movie kind of also did that.
Well, okay, here's the thing. The Disney movie, for the majority of the plot, was about getting Mowgli back to the village. Sure, a lot of hijinks happened, but we still remember that Shere Khan was after the kid.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. You're right.
Heck, even in the live-action 1994 version, where Mowgli doesn't really return to the human village in the end of it, for obvious reasons, it was still done in a sense where you had an overall plot here. Now it's just, I guess, about a random hijinks.
Animal abuse. Does it count as animal abuse if it's another animal doing it?
Oh yeah, it can. Animals can be dicks.
I think it just counts. I think you would just call it abuse at that point.
Actually, no, he hasn't, Bagheera. Like, at all.
No, Pedro. He taught him well off screen.
Great.
Oh, now they have to find Ka, so I guess this is one of those versions where Ka is a good guy or neutral.
Mm-hmm. Fun fact, Shiroid. In the live-action recent remake, Ka is female and is voiced by Scarlett Johansson, aka Black Widow from the MCU. I'm so stupid.
So, is Baloo supposed to be Mowgli's guardian? I thought he was just supposed to be his teacher and the wolves were supposed to be his guardians.
Is this really the time to bicker? Yeah, shut up. The domain of the serpents?
This snake right here doesn't sound like he's hissing like in the other movie. It sounds like he has a lisp.
That is merely snake humor, Shiroi. There you go, Shiroi. He's hissing. Oh, really? Oh, I get it. Reverse psychology.
Hmm.
You're a snake. Snakes can't get fat.
No. It's basically that they called him a fat caterpillar in the sense that he's a fatter version of a caterpillar.
That doesn't even make any sense.
Because snakes are thicker than caterpillars. I hate this joke.
That's right. That's right, Baloo. Just listen to me, whoever I am.
So I guess the monkeys are now the bad guys of the film. Again, I get it, there were short stories overall in the Jungle Book overall. I'm just wondering how much of the film this is going to eat up and, juggling between this and Shere Khan, because we're 24 minutes into a 49-minute movie.
It's a good thing that random bird that we don't know nothing about came in and told us what we conveniently needed to know.
Well, of course, we gotta hurry up the plot somehow. This voice sounds familiar, almost. Let me look it up. Oh my
That
god!
monkey is a new voice.
That sounds like
What?
Scratch from Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh my god, you're. Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, they did not get.
Wait. I need to check this. If you're not already checking it, Drogo.
I'm checking it.
Okay.
Let's see.
He sounds like he's speaking in a deeper tone, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, snake.
The what any pack?
I don't know what
What?
he said. Like, Siani?
Might mix right, I guess. Wow, this Bagheera's smaller than Shere Khan. Oh, never mind. There you go. I guess Trevor was right. Strength by numbers. Okay.
Just eat them all.
That saxophone can only help him so much.
Especially considering it's a cheap-ass saxophone.
Did you find out the voice?
Still
And now his
looking into it.
eyes are suddenly brown now. I guess it's because of lighting. I'm surprised this cartoon even cares about lighting. The music is so distracting and unfitting.
It really is. Okay, cast list. Okay, here's the cast list. Let's see. Kara Bailey, Kathleen Barr, Gary Chalk. Oh my god, yeah, Gary Chalk. Lillian Carlson, Ian James Corlett, and
Yeah, this sounds like they're common actors in these movies.
oh
so.
my god, they got Philip Maurice Hayes.
So basically, Kai hypnotized the monkeys to help. Okay.
Oh, by the way, Shroy, they got Andrea
Oh.
Libman in this movie.
Yeah, you see, guys. We don't want to get in trouble with soccer mom, so we're just gonna cut away from Ka eating the monkey. Hey, Shere Khan, don't you have, your own herd?
No, he's a loner apparently.
That if he's a loner, why does he want to lead a pack of wolves?
I guess he's trying to turn the wolves against each other.
What the
Oh,
fuck
so are
is
we
up with the
now gonna get
soundtrack?
the plot about needing to get Mowgli back to the human village?
Little brother?
Anyway, sure, yep, that monkey was voiced by Philip Maurice Hayes, which is the voice of Scratch from Sonic and the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. The Buck?
I have no idea what the fuck kind of terms this movie is using. The buck, the bull,
I mean, Buck, that sounds like a term for a deer.
yeah.
So now we're getting the plot about Mowgli needing to go to the human village to avoid Shere Khan, just as I feared. We have 19 minutes left in this movie
Huh.
to pretty much do what the Disney movie did, and oh, I guess we're already here.
All right, is this supposed to be? God, I forgot her name.
Oh my god!
Oh, never mind. It is the boy.
Well, yeah, you know what, kid? I don't blame you for running from a face like that.
Mowgli's not very smart.
So
Let's
wait,
just say that.
so did the movie actually intentionally make Mowgli look ugly to justify that?
I guess. And now Grant Kirkhope took over. The music is so inconsistent. It keeps switching genres and styles at will.
Oh wait, never mind. It's not about Mowgli getting back to the human village. I guess it's Bagheera teaching him how to do the human power of fire, which Shere Khan is scared of.
Yeah, basically that's kind of how it is in the book as well. Basically, they scare Shere Khan away with fire and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Jackal character, are you gonna decide which side you're on? Tabaki. Did he smoke some tobacco?
Console rock. Uh, I, Jova, can jackals do monkey noises?
I mean, to be fair, that did sound more like the sound you might hear from a jackal.
It just sounds like a monkey. I mean, do jackals sound like monkeys? I mean,
Okay, to be fair, there are some braying coyotes or wolves that do make sounds that may sound like that. To be fair,
I don't, I, this movie is.
oh,
All right, Shira.
Wait,
All
wait,
right,
wait,
Shira.
wait.
Today we learned that jackals sound just like monkeys.
Okay.
so apparently the other wolves grew to hate Mowgli because his eyes don't meet theirs because he's a man. So
Man.
you know,
Yes, man.
here's the thing, though. At least in other versions, well, yeah, that's the thing. In other versions, the wolves never really grew to hate Mowgli because they took him in as one of their own in the first place. So here, Shere Khan somehow managed to convince a good chunk of them to turn against Mowgli. Off
Yeah.
screen.
This one, like this movie, it doesn't. It's completely brainless. It has no idea what the fuck it even wants to do with itself. It just keeps doing random stuff. Stop being racist, dude.
We're
Not,
racist. Baba.
not one of us. Not one of us.
He
That's not
is
how
not
it goes.
one of
One
us.
of
Buzz.
Oh my god, wait, his eyes are brown now? And his
Yeah,
eyes
that's
are
the thing,
normal?
Jova. Yeah, I noticed it too earlier, Jova. His eyes keep switching between red and brown. I guess it's supposed to be when it's darker lighting, it's brown. When it's clear in the day, it's red. That doesn't make any sense, but that's the lighting scheme they're going with.
Wow, you know,
Yeah, this is actually taken from the book. In fact, the live-action remake by Jon Favreau also did this. So, yeah.
well, holy cow, he just burned him.
That's what he does in the book.
True. Points for genuine, I guess.
Yeah. Not that this movie earned anything.
Oh,
Like it's so stupid.
Oh, how sad. You've never
Wait, you're telling
cried
me?
before?
Oh God, it's the
It's Sonic
Elise.
06!
It's the Elise stuff again. Like,
He's been a baby. He's absolutely cried before, for goodness sake.
And he doesn't know what tears are. Oh, by the way, the wolf said that animals don't cry. Yeah, that's a load of horse hockey.
all right, now we go to the man village,
All of this is a...
and he had satanic red eyes.
I've heard this voice too before
Oh,
somewhere.
yeah. Oh my God, it sounds like Aki from Mega Man Fully Charged.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Huh, well, at least this movie's being realistic of what happens with a kid who's raised by animals coming to civilization. And this voice sounds familiar too!
They're literally pulling the Pocahontas thing where they speak English every other time, but it's nonsensical to everyone else.
Oh, that's right, this is one of those happy versions where Mowgli's parents are alive.
all right, and here's the main theme again.
You know what? We've already made plenty of bad jokes. What? Whoa. So he can't be civilized in one night, but an entire pack of wolves could be turned against him in however long Shere Khan did it?
I don't even understand.
Hey, look, guys, it's Christmas light stars.
And now we have
wow.
All right, Jova, this is the pretentious sappy song.
This sounds like it came right from the mouth of Phil Collins. Like the singer even sounds similar to the likes of him.
Come and show me, I'm gonna learn like these strangers like me.
So is the rest of the movie going to be about Mowgli adapting to human society? Because that sounds like an interesting idea. If
Oh my God!
more time was
I
given
just
to it.
noticed there's still 10 minutes in this thing. I thought this was almost over. I mean, okay, so Mowgli escaped, and now he's in the village. What else is there to show?
I mean, I guess there were other short stories that happened after he defeated Shere Khan before he went back to the village, but even still,
Is this song gonna end with it's like, no, I belong in the jungle?
I mean, not saying that a Jungle Book version that does that is bad. Heck, the most recent Disney movie did that.
Yes.
Shira, don't you know? You need to take a look through my eyes. I'm sorry. Even Phil Collins would be ashamed of this. Like, this song is so slow and boring, and
it's like the singing started off bombastic and majestic, but now it's just gone back to its usual feeble sense of mediocrity.
ha! I'm gonna steal your water, little girl.
Or is he helping? It's a bit hard to tell.
Oh, now she's happy. Okay. Okay, so this is supposed to be the girl. What was her name from the Disney movies?
Don't know. I think her name's mentioned in the sequel.
It is. I forgot her name, though.
So, romance or no? I guess we're just gonna walk.
We don't have time for that. We only have, 7 minutes of this.
What? Oh, so we're gonna do the whole hierarchy thing now.
So, rarely? It's a bit too late to start introducing a social class subplot.
Jungle Book, the human edition.
I thought that was Jungle Book too.
Even Jungle Book 2 had most of its stuff going on in the jungle.
Yeah, it did. It did. Okay, I guess we moved on past the social class thingy.
Wait, so apparently there's just... Oh. Wait, Shere Khan is constantly getting caught in traps? How is he still alive then?
Not just that, they introduced the social classes subplot up it right after. Hey, Jova. Exile!
I guess not so much exile, but saying, oh, you just take the herds out? I mean...
Is it really a punishment if Mowgli could give less of a shit?
I mean...
not just that, so basically we're back to where we started. Yeah, Shere Khan is still here. So basically, we're back to square one. I mean, nobody learned anything. Nobody... seriously. This movie's just a giant circle.
It's just now he's the herd boy, I guess. Watches over the herd. Wow, that music clashed in and of itself.
I'm guessing this is one of the wolf cubs that grew up with him.
Yeah, and who turned against him because Shere Khan said so.
Actually, that's a good point. Didn't you turn against me, brother?
But
Why are you suddenly my...
I guess they feel bad because of that speech Mowgli gave. Why he doesn't just attack him out here right now is anyone's guess, but I guess he just wants to be overly complicated like that.
About. We're gonna murder him.
Why not?
Well, Shiroi, it's die or be killed. So sorry, it's too...
It's kill or be killed.
That's it, kill or be killed.
It's die or die.
One shall stand,
wow.
One shall fall.
So let me get this straight, Shere Khan. You've waited apparently more than 10 years for this to do that.
Alright, let's murder Shere Khan!
You sure you even need the spear?
Also, he apparently yelled before he started running, but no sound came out.
So, yeah.
So we're gonna murder him Lion King style.
Oh, of course, tigers can climb walls, can't they?
Well, no, but he's failing, so yeah, I think he's dead.
That face. All right, again.
That face was
Okay,
funny.
let's see. Did he actually get him? Wait, what?
He killed him off screen, Joe. Remember, we're trying to keep this
No, he's
kid
right
friendly,
there.
so we're... Oh, wait, what? Oh, never mind.
Oh my god,
he's-
he actually made a wool leather coat out of him.
He killed him and now he's wearing him. He skinned him. And now he's wearing him.
And I guess Mowgli's gonna go back to the village. Never mind his actual parents being alive.
It's not like my mom cares about me or anything. All right, I guess they got past their racism.
Well, I think it's more so murder the pack leader kind of thing.
It's still stupid.
Yeah.
Especially since, like, well, it's not even consistent with how their characters have been going. Yes, let the old wolf, who is kind of nearing death, as everyone has been saying, lead you again. Also, why
not? Why not just your brother to lead the pack? He's young.
Well, his father, or wolf father.
No, this is his father, Shiri.
No, the blue one was.
No,
I think this is supposed to be the blue one.
Yes.
Actually.
Oh, the lighting is absolutely god awful.
Yes, this is the blue one. He's just.
I thought this was the purple one from earlier in the day.
I'm guessing it's aging. His age made him purple. The music is distracting.
So let me get this straight. Apparently, because he's lived with the humans, he can't go back to this society. So Mowgli hasn't forgiven them.
Then why did he even come here? Oh, never mind. That was just a pointless detour to pad up.
It was a really shitty fake out.
Not just okay. No. Sure. What happened was the movie was like 10 seconds too short, so we had to have that in.
Here's my question:
It's more like forgiveness takes time, and it's like, yeah, all of 10 seconds.
So here's my question, Mowgli. You're not gonna leave, so what the heck are you going on about how only a wolf should be allowed to be lead wolves? Like, you're technically being with the wolves, so wouldn't it have been a good social commentary on racism if you actually remain the leader despite not being a wolf? Like, you kind of just helped fuel on their racistness by saying only a wolf should lead the wolves.
Yeah.
Never mind the fact that he's staying. Also, again, Mowgli, what about that girl who you were sticking up for? She's probably going to have to go back to her peasant life now that you're gone and probably won't be able to shake up the status quo. And what about your mother and father? Like, okay, I get it. Maybe he doesn't care for them as much because he doesn't know them well, but you'd think the movie would at least address how they feel about this since they bothered to mention that his parents are alive and showed
That would take effort, Jova.
Once again, these
terrible.
movies have like a bajillion character designers. Every single one of them is credits like 20 character designers. Why would you need so many character designers for just 49 minutes of movie?
Also, I've long since come to terms with the fact that this being a 90s project probably has a lot of good voice actors who were too good for this.
Yeah.
Plus one if they got Scott McNeil again, and oh, there we go.
Well, that sucked.
Yep, of course they got Scott McNeil again.
And Michael Donovan was once again the voice director.
Recording engineer, blah, blah, blah. Exposure sheet timing and direction.
Whatever, final thoughts. This movie has no idea what the fuck it's even doing. 1 minute it's one thing, another minute it's another thing completely entirely. It just kind of bounces from plot to plot at will. Like, it introduces, for example, that particular moment with the girl. It introduces a social classes subplot only to immediately drop it 15 seconds later. Like, seriously, that girl is not even seen again. Like, like pick one, okay? I get that the books were a combination of short stories. Here's what you do. Pick stories that are easy to connect instead of just piling so many together in such a freaking uh, uh in such a haphazard way. Yeah, like the voice acting is okay, the animation is terrible, the music is terrible. Aside from that main theme and the saxophone thing is kind of amusing, but aside from that, the music is kind of awful. The writing is god awful. The exposition is crude and blah. It's just overall bad. Like, and even when it tries that to do some kind of joke or something, it just ends up falling flat. It's a very confusingly bad movie. Like, it has no idea what the fuck it's doing, and yeah, it's terrible. So yeah, we're back. So yeah, I guess Little Red Riding Hood was a fluke. Too bad. Go ahead, Jova.
Okay, this may be the worst Good Times film that we've seen so far, because, okay, Good Time films have been bad before, but at least, even in the Cinderella one, even in the Pocahontas one, even in, what was the one we watched before the Red Riding Hood one?
No, I think that was all of them, actually.
Wow, even that early into their career, they peaked. Okay, this is the first Good Times film I've seen where not one single character design looked appealing. Not one. I mean, because Jetlag are capable of doing appealing design, like they've done stuff like the He-Man cartoon and Marshall Bravestar. I love that show. But
Brave Star,
eyes of a hawk, ears of a wolf. Basically, sure, we gotta show you that show. That's awesome. But let's not talk about that right now.
It somehow manages to be the manliest show ever made and the gayest show ever made all at once.
I thought that was He-Man.
No, sure. He-Man wishes it could be as manly as Brave Star. I assure you.
Anyway,
No, I mean, it is about being manly and gay.
Anyway, though, back to what I was saying, though. There is not one single character design in this movie that looks good. Like, Mowgli's is nightmare-inducing, Shere Khan's is wacky in all the wrong ways, Baloo's is lazy, Bagheera's is sad, the wolves are inconsistent at best.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, I see more appealing designs from the wolves in Alpha and Omega. That's saying something. The music, at best, had one catchy tune, the main theme, which is the closest thing I'll say to being good. And it's not even really that, it's just, I guess, easy on the ears. Any other song is lame, pretentious, or just downright boring. The story. What story? This is just a jigsaw puzzle that is clearly a defective model because not a single piece fits with each other here. Like, hey, 1 minute we're seeing Mowgli grow up. Next minute he's being captured by monkeys. Then, hey, we actually remember Shere Khan's in the plot. Then after that, a segment of Mowgli trying to adapt back to the human village. Doesn't work, so he goes back, murders Shere Khan, like, viciously. Yeah, he skinned him. Holy cow. Ran him over with a stampede of herd. By the way, that herd kind of belonged to the human village, but I guess we don't really care about the human village anymore. Then joins the wolf pack again. They say, oh, you should be leader, but he says, oh no, it's like you said, only wolves should be the leader, even though I'm gonna stay with you as a wolf. And credits. Like, yeah, I just summed up the plot, and that's pretty much what there is. Like, this is also one of the saddest attempts I've seen at trying to be an adaptation or be anything. I mean, okay, points for being accurate to the book in some cases, but this is one of those cases where the book wasn't a fairy tale, so trying to be more accurate to the book wasn't gonna be a problem. So, yeah. That said, this movie has plenty of problems in and of itself. Like, It's like Paige said, there is no rhyme or reason to how they connect these plot points. And again, the worst thing is how they bring up a lot of these implications, like the implication of racism throughout the jungle, the laws of the jungle, which aren't really studied that much, and the human village itself. Like, They started off
Like we
walking.
spent all of like less than 10 minutes in the village.
Not just
If
that.
even
Well, that's the
not-
thing,
not just
Shirai,
that.
though. 10 minutes is kind of a quarter of this movie. When you, I mean, no, not a quarter,
True,
but like a
true.
fifth of
A
this
fifth.
movie.
True.
Not just that, like I said, the social classes divide comes out of nowhere and leaves 15 seconds afterward. Like
What even? It's like a Zootopia had the whole predators being the minority thing, but then going, nah, we're not actually gonna do anything with that.
We're gonna leave society be as racist as it is. Why not?
Yeah. And there you go, folks. That's one of the worst things this movie did. It raised, quite possibly, some interesting story elements for a movie of this caliber, and just throws them in the trash to mock you with it. Which is what you should do with this movie. Throw any physical evidence of it into the trash, into the furnace, and do whatever. Watch this on YouTube or something.
Also, it's like, just buy it used, I guess. That
Yes.
way no money actually goes to the company anyway, so...
honestly, Shirai, at this point, profits from these DVDs aren't really gonna matter.
Like, who even gets the profits for these DVDs?
The current
person who
copyright
said-
holders.
Mm.
That's the thing, Joe. But nowadays, sales of these movies are just like occasionally you'll get one sale, and it doesn't really like it doesn't even add up over time. It's just kind of something that they have, and they get money for what little sells, and fine, whatever.
Not that we're encouraging piracy or anything, it's just, if you want to support them, by all means, you're free. But there are plenty of better alternatives.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, this was a movie. I mean, the music was cheesy as all hell. The voice acting was probably the best thing about it, and the animation was just choppy. Really. If I could think of another word to describe it that isn't shit, it would be choppy.
Oh, I can think of a lot of terms. It would be gross. It would be disgusting. It would be
Lazy. It's like there's so many instances of reused animation as well, or as Jova pointed out, like using 2 frames of animation, like over and over and over again. But well, they don't really take any time to, aside from the wolf stuff, they don't really take any time to establish anything like the class system, or they kind of just brush over the law of the jungle stuff, even though they went into it for like less than a minute. The humans were kind of, they might as well have not have been here with how little they actually impacted anything, really. I mean,
even Mowgli had practically zero impact on Mowgli.
Mowgli doesn't even start talking until, like, I think the 13-minute mark.
heck, they introduced the classes system, but Mowgli was just kind of, whatever, and just brushed everything off. Even the supposed punishment they tried to give him, he was just like, cool, I'll get on with it. He just has no concept of anything that's going on. Also, this movie has a literal animal PTA meeting. I know I've said it before, but that was completely ridiculous. Although it was interesting to see Shere Khan actually, coming from a standpoint that, it's more so it's how they think nature works rather than I'm an asshole, so I'm gonna do this because I'm an asshole.
Yeah, I'd have given that more credit.
Kind of
that was a good point, Shuri. My only issue was that, again, the majority of it happens off screen. I mean, sure,
True,
Yeah.
which is really bad.
Again, that's the sad thing about this movie. When it has something good coming for it, it ruins it.
Yeah, because unlike Dwibs, I don't mind stuff happening off screen unless it's to do with the main plot and the main cast, which is unfortunately what happened here. And as I said, we didn't actually get to see a proper transition from Mowgli being a baby to being a child. We just kind of went to the next scene and suddenly child, like walking, talking child. They could have even done something quick, like Tarzan or The Lion King did, but no, we just literally cut to next scene and Mowgli is like a grown child.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's almost like there was a scene missing or something, and we all know how companies like to pad these kinds of movies out. You'd think they would have stuck a scene in there. But yeah, that was a movie that happened.
It's a trademark thing of Goodtimes. They make movies that you think will be padded out, but they actually have the bravery not to pad them out, saying, yeah, we know our plot is bare and thin bones, but we hope you still enjoy it. Which is better or worse than movies of this caliber that try to pad themselves out, depending on your perspective.
Their thought process was, okay, I'm going to try to combine all of these. Let me think about this. I'm hungry. I'm cold. I'm itchy. Where are the girls? Okay, just throw it all together. So I'm not giving another ounce of fun anymore.
I mean, I will say I wasn't bored during this because it wasn't padded out, but at the same time, it just wasn't very interesting at all.
Anyway, we're dragging this out. So see ya, everybody, for the next one, which is Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, goody. The one that looks like it may have good animation going off of that,
I wouldn't hold my breath if I were you.
Yeah.
Ah, well. We'll see.
See ya.
Next time.
See ya.